weekly channel message this week, it wanted to be brought forth by Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel has been known to be masculine to some people and feminine to other people. So I will refer to Gabriel in this video as genderless, because really angels are genderless because their energy, their spirit, they're not in human form. And Gabriel is known for helping people to communicate, so writers and artists and poets, and also to help with transitions and birth, whether that's pregnancy and literal birth, or when we're in a transition in life or we're trying to birth a project or a creative pursuit. So Gabriel wants to be with us and deliver the message today. So I'm gonna take a moment, tune in specifically to Archangel Gabriel and see what they want to bring forward and share with the collective for us this week. Just take a moment here. I'm seeing someone writing, so pretty on brand for Gabriel here. And let's see what it is that we're writing about, or what's the message related to this. So Gabriel wants to ask you a question and have you think about what thoughts and creative pursuits and just dreams and things you've been thinking about, what have you been holding in but not sharing with anyone else? And maybe it feels like a secret. Maybe it's just something that's just been on your mind, but you haven't really done anything about. First, Gabriel wants you to write it down. Put your intentions, your dreams, things you're trying to manifest, call into existence, the things that you're just thinking about in your life that you want to pursue, your desires, write it down. Get it out of your head. And then think of one person to share that with. Someone that you trust, someone that you want to share this unformed thought project, something that maybe you feel scared about. Maybe it's something about yourself, like a truth about yourself, and you're just maybe afraid to say it out loud. Gabriel can help you communicate that to someone. So if you're feeling nervous about that or unsure how to word it, you want to share it with someone or others, call on Archangel Gabriel. Just, it doesn't have to be formal. Just, hey, Archangel Gabriel, can you help me to deliver this message or clearly communicate what I'm trying to say to this person, or share this dream or this project that I have with these people, or help me get it out into the world and share it with the world. Let's see what else Gabriel wants to share with us today. So Gabriel's reminding us that when we're in transitions, like maybe we're trying to birth something, or moving from an old way of being, an old way of doing things, or there's something that we're shedding, releasing, letting go of as we step into something new, a new role, like being a parent, or a new role, like taking a new job, or a new project. As we're going through this transition of stepping into something new, it can be rocky. So the image was like a boat rocking with the waves and causing us like motion sickness. And that representing that transition periods can feel rocky, but also uncomfortable emotionally, and sometimes it can show up physically, like when we're anxious, when we're ruminating, when we're grieving the old way or the old relationship or the old job or the just old way of being. There's a lot of uncertainty in the future that causes fear, anxiety. And when we hold those emotions too long and we don't let it move through us, that's when it causes the motion sickness idea that comes out in physical form in our body. So let's see how Gabriel can help us move through that in-between period when we're really uncomfortable. Gabriel is showing like taking like a motion sickness pill. So I'm going to see like what the pill represents, meaning like what does that look like? Because I know Gabriel's not saying like go take some meds, but what does the pill mean literally, and what we could do to help with that? Okay, so a number of things. Meditation is the first thing that came up. Sitting in stillness. Paying attention to what our intuition says, which is more of a gentle whisper, versus our anxiety, which is louder and often is ruminating and spinning and has so much energy, and it makes us want to do things urgently, it makes us want to freeze or fight or run away or hide. Intuition is calmer. It's wiser, like a gentle sage kind of thing. And so when we get quiet, and it couldn't look like sitting in meditation, it could look like going for a walk and not listening to podcast or songs, or like really paying attention to our surroundings and what's going on in our body. We have to pay attention to what's going on in our body. So taking a gentle moment of stillness to figure out, what is my intuition telling me about this time in my life and what's next and how I can handle this, and what is really the anxiety part that can help separate that. Let's see what else. The way we're taking care of our body during a transition period, we need more nurturing, more gentleness. Gabriel's bringing up when we take a plant and we repot it, how that can be really traumatizing for the plant and really hard. Like we're taking it from its environment where it was comfy and cozy and warm, and we're repositioning it into a new environment. And so during that time period, being very gentle, nurturing it, nurturing the plant, just like we would nourish ourselves. So what we eat, sleep, rest, things like that. Let's see what else that Gabriel wants to share with us around this. And then the last thing that Gabriel wants to share is like, what are you hoping for? Put that out there, like really envision it in your mind. What would it be like? The thing that you want to birth, the new role that you want to take on, whatever this new part of your life that you're wanting to step into, envision it. What would it feel like to be that person who's living that life? What would you be doing? Who would be around you? What would your environment look like? What would the belief systems that you would have? How would you be behaving? Emotionally, how you would feel. Really envision that so that you can fully step into that. And that's part of manifestation practice, to let your angels and guides and your higher power know, because it's co-creating with you, what you really want. So call that in and be bold and try to be confident. It might not feel like that, but if we can really step into that in our mind, that vision in our mind with confidence, that will really call forth that kind of frequency and energy to call that into our lives. So I wish you well in this transition period in your life, if that's what you're in. And I wish you luck in calling forth whatever it is that you really want for yourself.